Dunder Mifflin, this is Pam.
Good morning, Viet Nashua. I am your host, Emily.
And I am Valerie.
And you are listening to the first ever episode of the Creed Thoughts podcast.
And it's going to be great.
It's going to be great. I know that it doesn't seem like it from right now, from what we're doing and saying, but it will be great.
Well, I have to say you look lovely this evening.
Thank you.
You're
I know.
welcome.
I'm wearing a sweater with cats on it that Val really likes a lot.
I'm going to steal it.
Okay, so this is going to probably be a little bit weird because it's weird for us because
It is.
I live in a different state than where Val lives, and so we are not sitting together. We are on Skype recording this. And it's a little awkward to talk to someone, but to also talk to a bunch of other people who aren't really there.
And we're very far away from each other.
Yeah, and we don't know if anyone's actually going to listen to this, so it might just be that we're talking to ourselves and no one ever hears it.
Which won't be very different from my normal life anyway.
I know.
So,
So,
okay. Well, I guess let's talk about what got us started on The Office.
Okay, so for those of you who don't know, which is probably none of you, but Val runs a very awesome Office-themed Instagram account, as do I, but Val's is more awesome because Angela has re-grammed one of your pictures, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so basically you might as well be best friends with her.
But I don't like to talk about it because I don't want people to think I'm conceited or like being like braggy. Am I sound braggy?
Yeah, you sound braggy. No, I don't know. She replied one of my comments once, and I told everyone about it, and I think I like took a screenshot and posted it. But anyway, so Val and I both have Instagram accounts that are Office themed, and that's how we know each other. And we decided, and we asked a bunch of people on those Office accounts, and they said that they would be interested in us doing an Office themed podcast. I understand that the show has not been on for kind of a long time, and I don't care. And if you say something in the comments about, like, why are you doing this? The show hasn't been on in such a long time.
You're stupid.
I hate you, and I don't care, and you can go away. But I love you if you decide to come back. That's great. And I also understand that there is already an Office podcast out there, but we don't really like it very much, so we're going to try to make ours very different from that one.
And we want to include everyone. We don't want it to just be us talking about ourselves.
Right.
Like,
So
we want it to be fun.
Kind of boring. So what we're going to do is this first episode will be us talking about a little bit about why we're so obsessed with the show, and then we're going to jump right in and do, each of us will talk about our top five favorite episodes.
Great plan.
And then I think the next one is going to be, we're going to talk about the evolution of gym pranks. And so we encourage people to send us messages, comments about their favorite gym pranks, their least favorite gym pranks, which is actually what I'm more interested in hearing about.
Right.
Because
everyone's, that's a big thing with fans.
People get really mad at me if I ever say anything remotely negative about gyms.
Yeah.
So I really encourage people to think of their least favorite, because those are the conversations that I enjoy. And that upset.
Or their favorites. I mean,
friends.
as long
I
as
know
it's...
both.
I know my favorite. I only have one favorite, though, so it's really easy.
Okay, but like, let me just preface this by saying, if it's Bears beats Battlestar Galactica, I'm not going to be very happy.
No.
I'm sick of hearing about
It's
that.
It's not.
Okay, well, that's not today. That's next time. So today...
Which, though, if they're going to message us on Instagram, what's your name on Instagram?
Oh, it's at I Love The Office US. Because I Love The Office was taken. So.
Aw, but I like the US.
I know. And I don't love The Office UK, so it is a good distinction to make.
It is.
And what's
Okay.
yours, Val?
Mine is, I'm going to be very specific with this.
Please
okay?
do.
It is the period, electric period, city. Not to be confused with the electric city with no periods in it, because it exists.
Apparently, yeah, recently.
Very recently.
Like yesterday. Today. Yesterday? Yesterday.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay, so anyway, before I go off on that,
Tangent.
which is totally ridiculous. I should not be upset about that.
I know. Well, yeah.
Anyway, great
Okay.
Scott.
So, Val,
Yes.
tell us a little bit about yourself. Feels like we're at speed dating because I'm on my computer sitting looking at Val and she's on her computer sitting looking at me.
I don't want to talk about myself.
You
Okay.
have to because I'm going to take my headphones out for a second so I can take my cat sweater off.
Okay. Should I talk while your headphones are out?
Did you say anything while I was gone?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
I did. Anyway, I wanted to wait for you because I want you to hear about how awesome I am.
Okay.
Just kidding. I am pretty obsessed with the show, but I didn't watch it when it was on air. Well, when it, first started, like, I just started watching it probably 2.5 years ago.
I did not know that about you.
Yeah.
I feel a little weird now. Makes me feel sort of like you don't really get me.
So sue me. I'm sorry. No, don't. Please don't.
Don't sue me.
Well, what it was is I was working from home, and I got sick of listening to music and all that stuff, so of course, let's turn on Netflix. And I had watched The Office before when I was in high school, but I don't think my humor had quite developed, I guess. And I just didn't really think it was funny. And now I work in an office, of course, and so I completely get it. But I was sitting on my couch and I was like, I'm going to try this show again. And I started on season 4 and on Fun Run. I don't know why I started like in the middle, but anyway, when he's like riding in the car and he's like saying all these really great things, he's like, I feel very blessed. And then Meredith, and then just like, and I'm looking down typing. I'm not watching it, so I'm just listening. And I hear just like the loudest thump ever. And so I look up and I rewound it because I wanted to see the whole thing. And her face when she hits the windshield. And I was like crying, laughing. And after that, I watched that episode. I was like, okay, this is going to be a problem. Like, and I think I finished like all the seasons within a week.
Yeah.
It was like downhill from there.
Did you continue on with season 4, or did you go like right after that? Did you go to season 1?
I got halfway through season 4, I think, and I wasn't understanding a lot, and I assumed that I would probably get it a lot better if I started at the beginning. So I went back to season 1, and now I can't even tell you how many times I've watched it all the way through.
Yeah.
It's kind of embarrassing.
We don't have to talk about numbers specifically.
No numbers.
We don't have to talk about that.
Okay, so tell me about you. I know you've liked it forever.
Yeah, I started, I think, I was like, I must have been like 15 or 16. So it was when I think I started on season 2 when it was on TV. It could have been season 3. I remember like watching it on TV and thinking it was really funny, and then buying the DVDs and like sitting in my dad's bed watching all the DVDs like all the way through. And I don't know, it's sort of like it's definitely shaped who I am as a person and like my sense of humor. But I think that there was a period when I kind of stopped, like I didn't watch it when it was on TV, like on Thursday nights. I used to be like obsessed with like Thursday nights, I have to go home and watch it.
I couldn't imagine having to deal with commercials.
No, it sucked. And then like at one point, like in the later seasons, I want to say like season 7 or something, I kind of like fell off and I didn't watch it. Like I would watch it maybe like the day after, like a week after, like online or something. But there was a period there where I was like, I don't know how I feel about this now. But then it picked back up. And now I just watch it on Netflix all the time, constantly.
Do you watch it like every day?
Yeah.
Me too.
And I feel like you kind of have to, if you're going to have, like, the Instagram account, I want to be able to, like, be posting stuff that people like and think is funny, and so, like, there are periods of, like, a week or so where I'll, like, switch to watching a different show, or, like, there was one week where I was watching Harry Potter over and over, and, like, I didn't post it all. Because if I'm not watching the episodes, then I'm not, like, taking screenshots, and I'm not making pictures, and, like, thinking of moments that would be funny. So, like, I feel bad, because I know there's a lot of accounts that post, like, daily or, you know, more than once a day.
Yeah,
And
I
here
do.
go.
Sometimes I feel like I post too much.
I
But
don't think so.
it's kind of hard not to. I mean, I watch it so much that it's
know.
like, I constantly, like, see things and I'm like, I gotta do that. I have to do that.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. So, like, there I go watching Harry Potter for a week, and I come back to Instagram, and I've, like, lost all these followers. I'm like, guys, I was just watching Harry Potter. I'm back,
Come back.
I swear. And then I, like, posted a picture of Angela talking about Voodoo Mama Juju and how it's not her fault she was exposed to Harry Potter. It's like I tied it together. I tied it all together. It's like, guys, look, it all connects.
It was... It does.
So, anyway. But yeah, so I was probably 15 or 16 when I started watching it, and I haven't stopped since.
So, what about, like, people in your real life? Do you have someone that you can, like, joke with about it, or...
I always feel, especially now that the show's not on TV anymore, I will always, in every situation, think of an Office quote or, like, an Office moment that correlates with what's happening, and I will always say, like, do you watch The Office?
Yes.
Do you watch The Office?
That's
but
what I
then
do.
It's like, nobody watches it because it's not on anymore.
Exactly.
So I have to be like, oh, did you ever watch The Office? And everyone says yes, but then I'll say some really obscure quote.
And they have no idea what you're talking about.
But, like, they watched it, but, like, no, I don't know. There's a difference between watching it like a normal person and watching it like how we
watch it,
and probably a lot of people who are listening to this watch
which
it.
I think that's awesome. I think that it's cool that there's so many people who are still, like, keeping it alive. I think that's a cool thing.
I'm happy that I have found, like, people that understand me.
Yeah, that's my thing is that, like, I don't have anybody really besides you and my followers on Instagram that really completely get my sense of humor at all.
I know. Isn't it upsetting?
Mm-hmm. It is.
Because, like, and it feels like whenever I tell someone, like, oh, this reminds me of The Office when da-da-da-da-da, it's never, like, a moment that, like, a regular person would, like, Bears beats Battlestar Galactica, right? Like, a lot of people know about that.
Yeah.
But it's never that. It's always, like, the really, really obscure stuff.
Yeah.
Or, like, it's not a direct quote. It's just, like, a...
something someone just randomly said, or... yeah.
Like a situation, but then I, like, try to explain it, and I end up explaining it in this, like, really convoluted way.
And they're staring at you with their mouth open, like...
And they're like, why are you even eavesdropping on my conversation right now?
Yeah. Pretty much.
But yeah.
I know, like, the main thing that I say is I'll be sitting at my desk and just randomly, I try to keep it, like, once a month. Like, I'll get really frustrated and I'll just blurt out, I should burn this place down when I had the chance. And which, the thing is, it's so funny because I have had 3 mishaps in our office where I have caught the the microwave on fire.
No.
I caught it before there was actual flames. It was just black smoke. What did I do? I was trying to make noodles one day and I didn't put water in the bowl. and I was having a really bad day or something, and, like, 2 minutes later, my boss is like, what the heck? And everyone starts smelling just, like, burning just food, and the office had to be like aired out over the weekend. It smelled so bad. It was terrible. People were like actually mad at me because this girl, she works in the cubicle right next to me, and she had just like straightened her hair, and she was like, great, now it's gonna smell like burnt food all weekend and I have to wash it again. She was legitimately mad at me. So the whole burning the place down seems to fit, but every time I say it, nobody laughs. So I think that they may think I'm being serious. I don't know. They're
actually afraid of you now.
I know, right? They're like, well, she's capable of it, so.
She tried once.
No, 3 times.
Oh yeah, she tried 3 times.
With different types of food.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I don't know. I think that I say, like, I'm gonna kill myself. Or, like, shoot me. Or, like, just kill me. Or, like, shoot me in the head. Or, like, shoot me in the face. A lot. To the point where my friends are like, you need to stop talking like that. And then, like, I was at Best Buy the other week, and the thing that I wanted to buy, like, wasn't on sale anymore, and I was really upset. And I was like, oh, just shoot me in the head. And the kid was like, I don't know, he made this face at me, like, what the fuck are you saying?
It's like, I'm kidding.
Just kill me!
Obviously.
Just kill me! Just kill me!
I always, like, I know I've said a couple times, I'll be like, if somebody doesn't tell me what you're talking about, I'm gonna scream.
Yeah.
And they still don't tell me, and then I just walk away awkwardly.
Yeah. So that's something that nobody really gets.
Nobody gets me.
I can say, though, I have never yelled, I was raped, in an attempt to get out of something. I've never done that.
You have to stop saying that.
So, at least I have that going for me. I haven't done it yet. I probably will. It's only a matter of time.
My middle name's Rajanigonda, and I hate it. I hate it!
I thought Rajanigonda was a boy's name. I watched that yesterday. I had forgotten that he said that. That's so funny.
I watched actually a YouTube video today of some of Kevin's best moments.
Oh,
and
Kevin.
He's like, nope, it's not Ashton Kutcher. It's Kevin Malone.
We will have to have an episode dedicated just to Kevin.
We will.
The character development on Kevin is something that I feel very strongly about. Yeah. But that is neither here nor there.
Have you ever noticed that, like, in this may be just me, in the beginning seasons, his voice was a lot deeper.
He was, like, normal. He talked like a normal person. And towards the, like, second and third and going on, they changed him into, like a goof.
Yeah.
Like, he was just, like, a fat guy in the beginning, and then they were like, let's make him, like, the crazy, stupid fat guy.
Which makes me sad.
Talking like that. I know.
I mean, I love Kevin, but I feel bad because they make him out to be so stupid, and that makes me sad.
I know. Well, but we'll have to save this for another time.
Okay, sorry.
Be quiet. Okay, so, while we're talking about people that you like, why don't we just talk about episodes that you like?
That sounds like a great plan.
Okay, so should we start at your 5th top 5, or your first?
I don't have them in a specific order.
Oh my god, Val. You had one job. No, okay, just blurt one out.
Cafe Disco.
Cafe Disco is one of your favorite episodes. Why? I mean, why?
I love, I don't know why. I think the whole thing is funny. I really like the music. I like that song.
Yes, you do.
Oh, like it. I do it like a truck. I may or may not listen to that, like, in my free time.
Oh my god.
But, yeah, and I love when Phyllis hurts her back. When she falls on the ground, and it bleeps out, like, everything she says.
Who pushed you? Was it Philip?
And I love when, I think maybe it is one of the warehouse guys. I don't know, but he goes outside and he's like, dude, there's girls in there.
Oh, Vance Refrigeration.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's girls in there?
Yeah, like, forget about your lunch and come on.
The same guys that sold Michael the caprese salad. Oh, those guys. Maybe they should get their own spin-off show. Maybe that's what NBC needs to do next. Is to start a whole show of just Vance Refrigeration. Because Parks is ending.
I know. I didn't watch a lot of the last, I don't even know how many seasons there are.
I think this is, I don't know. I don't know.
This isn't about Parks and Rec.
No, it's not. Sorry.
Let's not get on that, because I will talk about it.
Okay, no, we'll have to make another podcast.
And other fan pages. Okay, just kidding.
Yeah. Okay.
So tell me one of yours.
Why don't you just tell me all of yours, and then I'll tell you mine.
Okay, so...
Because I really am curious now after hearing that one of them is Cafe Disco. Not in a bad way.
Is that bad?
No.
Okay.
I'm just curious.
Cafe Disco, Survivor Man, The Convention, Murder, and Threat Level Midnight.
Okay, so Threat Level Midnight is interesting. Tell me why you like that episode.
Because everything is just so bad. Like,
yeah.
I don't know why I think that that's funny. I love Creed's character. And it's just so terrible, and I think the fact that he's so excited and proud of it is what is so funny to me, is because it just completely sucks. But it's Michael, and he's super excited, and he's gonna be leaving soon, and I don't know. I just think it's funny. And I love when he says, go puck yourself.
I like it when he cries.
And Catherine Zeta-Skarn.
Oh my god. With the cutout pictures.
Yeah. And Jan singing on the piano.
Okay, but something that I don't like about that episode is that it strays from the original script.
It does. But it was a lot of years in the making. I mean, there's going to be some changes.
I know. I feel like I've heard, someone has told me before that there's like a full version of Threat Level Midnight somewhere on the internet. That's what, somebody commented that on one of my pictures. I don't know if it's true.
That's amazing.
Maybe the part where Catherine Zeta comes in and sits on Michael Scarn's desk and tells him that she loves him. And he says, no, Catherine, we work together. Get off of my desk. Maybe that part is in it. It's just a different...
I was just going to bring that part up, because I watched the reading episode last night, actually, of it. And Phyllis is, like, trying to seduce Dwight.
The first message is, I love you. That's from me.
We work together.
But, like, I guess they couldn't do that because they couldn't actually get Catherine Zeta. Although, wouldn't it have been perfect if they had somehow managed to get Catherine Zeta
That would have been amazing. But then everyone would be like, there's no way Michael Scott got Catherine Zeta-Jones to be in his movie. But, and it frustrated me because, I mean, I loved that episode, but I hated how Holly was, like, really kind of mean about it. That kind of, in general, I really like Holly, but that's one of the times where I was just like, stop being mean, like, that matters to him, and regardless of whether you think it's bad or not, like, you should still, you know, I don't know.
There would have been no harm in her pretending that she really liked it.
No, because it's like, obviously he's really not going to go anywhere as a director or anything like that. It's like, I don't know, I feel like when you see someone that excited about something, which is probably really bad to be that way, but I would completely be like, yeah, I'm, like, really happy for you.
Well, there's no point in not, like, just pretend. Kids bring home artwork and it sucks, but parents aren't like, ugh, this sucks.
Exactly,
you know?
Yeah.
And you just have to think of Michael as
a 4-year-old.
Like, a 4-year-old.
But she acted like it just legitimately was just, like, made her mad to her core.
The stupidest thing. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, the therapist in me wants to read into that and be like, well, it's a part of Michael's life that existed before her, and Jan's in it, and blah, blah, blah. But it's probably not anything like that. But something that I didn't like, and this is really nitpicky of me, but because they filmed the Threat Level Midnight scenes later on, like, you can't recapture old Pam. Like, Pam looks very different. Like, she gets older, and her hair changes, and, like, somewhere in, like, season 5, they started putting a lot of, like, under-eye concealer on her, which I think I've, like, talked to you about this and how it bothers me before. But, so she just looks different, and that, to me, was, like, I don't know. I had a hard time suspending my disbelief, which I know is dumb, but, like, it happens on other TV shows, too. where they will, like, reshoot stuff, and, like, people just don't look the same, like, 10 years later, 5 years later, so. But, okay, so we had...
That's a good point.
I don't know. I mean, it's dumb, but...
No,
it makes sense. Okay.
But it was very nitpicky of you.
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, you watch the show enough, and, like, you can't
help it. Yeah,
not
you
nitpick.
can't help it. Okay, so tell me yours.
Okay, my top 5 in order. Ready?
Wait, best of...
1 is the
most?
best, 5
Okay,
is
gotcha.
not best, but they're still, like, my favorites.
Not best of the favorite.
Right. Okay, number 5 is Dinner Party. Mm-hmm. Number 4 is Beach Day. Number 3 is Casino Night. Number 2 is Email Surveillance. And number 1 is Dundies. The Dundies. And a theme that I have noticed is that I really like episodes where we get to see the characters outside of the office. Because in all of these episodes, they're elsewhere.
Yeah.
And I also really like the Jim and Pam, like, unrequited love shit. That's why the top 3.
I like that part of it, too.
I was really, really big. The Dundies were my favorite. I watched that so many times, and I used to, in high school, when I first saw it, I would make my boyfriend take me to Chili's all the time.
You told me about that.
And I would always be like, this is the best Dundies ever! And nobody would know what I was saying, and everyone would think I was annoying, and I still say it if I go to Chili's.
Oh, every time I go to Chili's, I say, crap, what is it that I say? Oh, I can feel God in this Chili's tonight.
I just loved that. I loved, like, when she was like, can I ask you a question? And then she, like, looked at the camera, because you know she was drunk, and she wanted to be like, I love you.
Yeah.
She couldn't.
I love when she falls off the stool.
Oh my god, I know.
Because you don't see it coming at all.
I just felt bad, because, like, the Chili's manager was such a jerk when he said, like, we Xeroxed her driver's license. Also, the fact that he said Xeroxed just shows, like, how long ago this was. Because I'm
real.
pretty sure, like, a lot of the kids that follow our pages will not know what Xerox is.
I'm not even sure that I completely know what it is.
So Xerox is, like, the machine, like, the brand of, like,
Gotcha.
photocopier.
Oh, okay. Well, I knew it was a brand,
Yeah,
but, like...
it's like a copy machine, I think. Or, like, a scanner. Now I don't know.
Exactly. It's like, I knew
now
that
I'm
it was the
thinking
name,
about it too
but...
much, and I'm getting lost in my own thoughts.
What's the action of it?
My thoughts are bouncing around in my head. It's crazy. Ah!
My mind is going a mile a minute. That's a good day.
But Email Surveillance I really liked because of the yearbook photo. And, like, I don't know. I like to see where Jim lived. Casino Night, obviously, for many reasons. And I have yet to order a 7 and 7 with 8 maraschino cherries, blended if you can, sugar on the rim. I have yet to order that, and I really, really should, because it sounds amazing. And it sounds exactly like what I would like at the bar.
That does sound good.
And I think I've Googled it in the past to figure out what the heck it was. But I will keep you guys posted if I ever get a 7 and 7.
Right? Take a picture.
8 maraschino cherries, sugar on the rim, blended if you can.
Cherries are so good, though.
I know. Beach Day, I don't know. I just like when they're not at the office. And I like when Pam, you know, goes all emotional and stuff. Although I have pointed out, and people got angry with me for this, but...
I know exactly what you're about to say.
Yeah. That Pam at the beach was like, I called off my wedding because of you, and now we're not even friends, and, like, why didn't any of you come to my art show? Which, okay, sidebar, Oscar did go, and Michael went. So, like, Oscar probably feels pretty shitty, because she's like, none of you came. And
yeah.
Oscar and Michael are like, what the hell, man? Like, we were at your stupid art show. But anyway, so Pam says all this stuff, and it's like, she does the coal walk, and she, like, has all this, like, intense adrenaline and, like, emotional vomit or whatever.
Which was needed. She needed to do that.
Right. And then, okay, first of all, I feel bad for Karen. A lot of people don't feel bad for Karen, but I feel bad for Karen because it's not her fault.
I feel bad for her. No, you're right. You're right.
But then, what season is it? Like, I don't even remember. Season 8? Season 7? when they're having a Christmas party and Pam's like, I want to remind everyone that a party is just that, a party. It's not an excuse to get really drunk and confront someone or have a cathartic experience of any kind. And I pointed this out, that I felt like it was it was really hypocritical of her. And everyone was like, well, beach day wasn't a party. And I'm like, okay, maybe, not to you. To me it was. But it's still, the premise still stands that Pam became kind of a hypocrite.
Mm-hmm.
But beach day, I liked. I really liked old Pam and old Jim.
I did too. It kind of got stressful.
Oh my god, it got so stressful.
And I don't know.
No, that was really uncomfortable.
Yeah, especially in the last season. Ugh.
Not a fan. We can talk about that on another day when I'm feeling more emotionally stable.
Right? Sorry.
I can't deal.
I feel so bad for them. Anyway, okay.
I ain't never get married. Like Clooney. But Clooney got married.
It'll be over. It'll be over soon. I don't need no man.
Oh my goodness.
I got this. I'm just kidding. I've heard people say that.
Yeah, I say that sometimes in my head, but then I cry out loud.
Yeah, but it's like, it's people saying it out loud and being serious, and it's like, yeah, okay.
Okay, whatever you say. If you guys listening feel like you need a man, you don't. You don't need a man.
Nope.
But maybe don't have to vocalize that you don't need a man. Just sort of know it in your own head and don't say it out loud.
Yeah, you don't need to tell everyone because
when you say it, it just makes it sound like you do.
Exactly. When you say it out loud, it's kind of like you're just saying it out loud to try and convince yourself.
So maybe just don't talk about it as much.
Okay.
And that was an unrelated not office-related PSA from Val and Emily.
Just a little love advice.
You're welcome. Because I am obviously really well equipped to give love advice.
You are.
I'm so happy.
You're so stable.
Anyway.
I'm just kidding.
All right. Well, okay. So we don't have the same top 5. We don't even have one of the same. But that's okay. Because it should show people that we are really well-rounded.
And see, here's the thing, is that we get along very well.
We do. We do get along very well.
And we don't have a lot of the same favorites or dislikes or anything like that.
No, I think we don't have different senses of humor, per se.
No.
But we appreciate different aspects
things
of the show. Although I think that we both can agree that Nate is the best.
Yes.
Nate is my favorite person in the world.
He is the greatest. Yeah.
I will look so good for you, Daryl.
He should have been around a lot longer.
I'm gonna, start a list of people who I think should get their own show, starting with Nate, and then the Vance Refrigeration guys. Maybe they could do, a...
Together.
Nate starts working at Vance Refrigeration, and he gets his own show. Because I feel like Nate deserves love, too, you know?
I feel so bad for Nate sometimes.
I know. Him and his mom fight. He couldn't keep his hands out of her stuff.
Off her stuff! We're quarreling because I can't keep my hands... I can't stay out of her stuff. Nate, your mother is dying. He just hits the floor. So fast.
We can't stay on topic, obviously, because we were going to talk just about our favorites, and here we've gone off on another tangent. But this is what my normal conversations with Val and with every other person are like. I just keep going, and everything reminds me of another Office quote. And eventually people just, back away slowly because they don't know what I'm saying.
We have very good convos daily.
I know, we do. Val will just, randomly text me a Nate quote. Makes my...
Or Creed.
Oh, Creed. Oh, Creed. Or I'll, think of something in my head, but I won't be able to remember if it's really a quote or if it's just, when you start watching the show so much, you start to think in that same sort of, tone.
Realm,
and so then you formulate thoughts in your head, and you're like, wait, are these quotes, or is this just my own thoughts? What was it?
Yeah,
there was one that
much.
I was like, what was it? I don't remember. But I texted you, and I was like, is this real? Is this real life?
I don't remember what it was, but I do remember you
Yeah.
questioning your sanity.
I don't remember either. I know it was a good one, though.
I hope that we've not been boring.
Oh, yeah, I forget that there's people who are supposedly going to be listening to this.
Yeah. Which
Sorry,
I hope.
everyone. If nothing else, I can listen
suck.
to it, and I'll make myself laugh. I'll listen to this tonight, and I'll be like, that quote is so great. She's so clever. I wish I was friends with that girl.
I'd love to be a part of one someday.
Anyway.
So, next episode.
Mm-hmm.
When are we going to do the next one?
Well, Val, let's see.
Not to, like, I guess you don't have to, like, we don't have to come up with a definite answer. We could just keep everyone posted on Instagram.
Yeah,
we
we'll
don't have
see.
a for sure
We'll
date.
see the kind of response that we get.
Yeah, because we don't want to keep doing it if, like, nobody likes us.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And then, we'll go from there. I'm thinking maybe, like, once every 2 weeks is a feasible.
That's very doable.
But, I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. So, if you are listening, then you should not forget to tell us about your favorite or least favorite gym prank.
Mm-hmm. And not just that, but weigh in on how you feel gym pranks as a whole. Because what we're talking about is not just individual gym pranks. No. What we're talking about is the evolution of gym pranks.
Evolution.
We're looking at it much more holistically. We're going to take something that you love, and we're going to talk about it so much that it becomes boring and terrible.
We're going to rip it apart, and you're going to hate it.
And I hope that you are ready, because this is going to be terrible. Like a shiatsu massage or a cage match.
No, it won't be all terrible, because we have at least one favorite.
No, I think that there are people who genuinely are interested in the show enough that they don't mind thinking about stuff to the point where it's like you're definitely overthinking it. I know that I love doing that about everything, but especially about this show. So I think that there are at least like one or two people out there in the Instagram universe who probably feel the same way.
Well, people have gotten, like, in arguments on some of my posts on Instagram, and they are serious, man.
I know.
They're not playing games.
So that's why I feel like people will probably be okay.
Yeah.
With this, but
we definitely don't want people arguing with each other, and we don't want people, like, trying to argue with us.
No, don't argue with me, because what I'm saying, you understand that what I'm saying is a universal truth.
I can't.
But that's what I would like for people to consider, is that the stuff that we're saying is just our opinion, and we really want people to tell us, no, I disagree with you. Don't be mean, because I don't like when people are mean to me.
No.
But definitely tell us if you think that something we said, you don't believe it, or you have a different impression or whatever, because we really want to start
or if you like
dialogue. Yeah, or if you like it, or if you think we're the best, just tell us. Definitely tell us. But I really want to start conversations, because my whole thing has always been that my Instagram account is supposed to be an interactive thing, and it's not fun for me if I'm not interacting with people, and so this is going to be the same way.
Exactly.
So,
I like for people to comment on my pictures, because I try, I'm not the best at it, but I really try to comment back to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Comments disappear sometimes, though, because it just, it's just a lot. But we are adults, and we understand that it is okay to have an opinion. Mm-hmm. And it is okay if our opinions are different. Mm-hmm. But what we don't want is people being, like, hostile. Mm-hmm. Because we're not going to be hostile.
Especially not towards each other.
No.
Like, be nice to each other.
Yeah, we all love each other. We're all a family.
Yeah. Except for Toby.
Right, get out.
Toby's not even a part of his family.
Daddy loves you, my little angels. Charles is
Still
gone. The
call
bad man
ourselves
is
our
gone.
Shudders. Okay, on that very, very uncomfortable note.
Right?
Okay, so just a reminder, I am at I Love the Office US. And Val.
I am at the electric city. Or dots, because I like saying the electric city.
Yeah, it's 3 dots, right?
Nope, 2.
2. Numbers.
Right?
Numbers are hard. And
I hate
so
them.
we're going to be posting this, obviously, if you're listening to this, you already know, but whatever, I'm just going to say it, because I like words. We're going to try to be posting this on YouTube, and if anyone knows how the new YouTube, Google system junk works, definitely let me know, because I can't figure out how to make a custom URL on YouTube, which I know that you used to be able to do, and
Yes,
I don't
you
think
did.
that you can now, because they've integrated it all with Gmail and all sorts of other confusing shit. Pardon my French.
Beep! Next time you want to say a bad word, I'll beep for you.
Okay, well, let's just add that in post. But, so we're going to do tinyurl.com/creedthoughtspodcast, I think is what it is. Yeah.
I love our name.
I know, Creed Thoughts. You know
Creed
that the
Thoughts.
Creed Thoughts blog is still active on NBC.com.
Really?
Oh, yeah, you didn't know that? Okay, well, this will be a good ending note for people. While you're waiting for us to upload the second episode of our amazing podcast, you can go online and check out the Creed Thoughts blog, which the last time I checked was still active on NBC.com, as well as the Dunder Mifflin newsletter, the company newsletter. There are like 50 or so editions of the newsletter that are up online.
You would know that.
Yeah. And what else is there? There was like Kelly had a blog or something. There was something. Kelly had like a something or other that's on there too. But yeah, so which is also just fun for people who watch the show over and over. It's nice to have some new content.
Yeah.
The newsletter's really great. And the Creed Thoughts, obviously.
I'm gonna have to read the newsletter.
Michael's safe combo. Creed puts that in every... Anyway, well, you'll see. You guys will see, because you'll look at it, obviously. But anyway.
Oh, of course. Because everything you're saying is
Amazing.
universal truth.
I'm spreading the gospel of Dunder Mifflin.
You are.
If
And
I
I'm
can
just...
help one person by telling them that the Dunder Mifflin newsletter is real, then I've done my job. But honestly, Val, you should have known that, because I'm pretty sure I posted about it when I found it in, like, July. But it's okay. I forgive you.
I don't remember that far back.
Well, that's because you're a terrible friend, and I hate you.
That's almost been a year. Kind of.
Kind of?
Except not.
Yeah, definitely. That's a year. Uh-huh.
I don't live in this world.
No.
No. Different planet.
Wonderland.
This is Michael. Hello, Ryan.
It's Michael Jackson calling from Wonderland.
This is Tito. Okay, I'm done.
Time for bed.
Okay.
It's late.
I hope
Goodbye.
you guys liked it. And, okay, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Like it, I do it like it's rock with me. Oh, like it, I do it like it's rock. One more time. Oh, like it, I do it like it's rock. Once again. Oh, like it, I do it like it's rock. Just you. Oh, like it, come on, louder, please. Everybody right now. Everybody in the house, put your hands up and say, yeah. So when I say, oh, like it, you must say, I do it like a track. Once again, oh, like it, I do it like a track. Once again.